Hey guys, so I'm trying to get myself together to go to church. It's Wednesday night. It's time for Bible study. And I don't know. See, we wearing our shirts that we got from the We Are One conference, right? It's that guy hella from the room. And then on the back it says Spitfire. And it's so cute. It's cute. But I don't know what I should do with my hair. I don't know if I should let it down. About to try and pull it up into a bun. I don't know. But what I need to be doing is packing my bag. So I think I might need these for our game tonight. My notebook and our game book. Some pens. My wallet. Our fundraiser, piggy bank. I'll take these just in case. Hi guys. Hi guys. So today is Wednesday, Bible night. Well, Bible study. Hey guys, so it's been like 12 hours since that last clip. I was recording. Not supposed. I was recording, but as I was recording, I ran out of storage. Be completely honest, I ran out of storage. And I was just like, we're gonna scrap it and do it over when I get back from Bible study. Y'all, I forgot. But we're here. So we're just gonna recap the day since I didn't vlog while I was gone. See, I'm gonna get better. Since I didn't vlog while I was gone, we'll just recap the day. Before I left, I was talking about how I'm excited. I don't know why, but I'm like really excited for tonight. It's gonna be something different. So normally for our Wednesday nights, we do live music. So our worship leaders go up and they sing. But this week we're going to do it slightly different. Well, not slightly different. It's going to be completely different. So I picked a couple of songs to choose from. And then I chose 2 songs and we're going to use those 2 songs and just play the songs instead of practicing and then doing it live. We just play the original version of the song. And then we just go from there and try and worship in a different way. Something we've been trying to like focus a lot on is learning how to worship and being able to worship in this space because this is a safe space. And I noticed that it was like a stiffness in the room and I just couldn't shake it. Like I couldn't, even all my little tactics wasn't working. And I was like, this will be different. And they didn't know it beforehand. But I also didn't want to put the chairs out yet. Normally we've had the chairs out. They come in, they sit down, we pray in, announcements, then we go into the music. But I said this week I want to do something different. So instead of us putting the chairs out immediately, I just feel like we should have the room open, have the floor open for them to just walk around, kneel down, do whatever it is that they need to do to worship. And I also was in charge of the game this week. So last week Friday we went to the We Are One conference. I had never been to that conference before, but it was really nice. But we went to that conference and on our way there, we decided to have our group meeting. So instead of doing it on Monday, we'll do it on that Friday. And I had mentioned for a game, we could just do something like Bible trivia because we hadn't done that yet. Oh, angle probably thrown off, but before I was rudely interrupted. Oh, I was talking about how I had mentioned Bible trivia and we said we was going with that, but I tweaked it a little bit. So we decided to do a human tic-tac-toe, but the twist was it was Bible trivia. So they had, I was feeling nice. I gave them 11 seconds like Terrell gave them 11 seconds to pick a song. I gave them 11 seconds to answer the Bible trivia question. And then whichever team, I had gave them a flashcard with a different color, whichever team answered first, they got to go sit down. I was trying to ask the easier questions like, what's the shortest Bible verse in the Bible? And they was mad at me because I was like, nope, that's not the answer. So somebody said Jesus cried. Jesus cried and Jesus wept is two different things. So she was mad at me. I was like, back in the line, back in the line, back in the line, because they timer had went off. I was like, back in the line, back in the line, back in the line. And I didn't ask nobody else that question until that group got back up to the front. What's the shortest verse in the Bible? Jesus wept. I said that the first time. I just wanted to let everybody know I said that the first time. No, you didn't. You said Jesus cried. There's a difference. And we played 2 rounds. It was a tie. But the green team was acting like they didn't know what they was doing in the first round. So the pink team won expeditiously. The kids really liked this game. We playing it next week as well. And I was like, oh, this is why I just felt so good. I felt so nice before going to Bible study today. We had some new people this week. And I was like, okay, this is nice. This is nice. So once we got upstairs on it and our minister realized we had new people, he wanted to try something different. He was like, since we have new people, why don't we perform a live song and then pick one of the songs and play that song? So I was like, oh, that's fine, that's fine. So he asked me which song did I want to choose out of the 2 songs I picked. So the 2 songs that I was going with this week was Prepare the Way, Maverick City and Chandler Moore, and then Monday Morning Faith by, I'm gonna put it on the screen because I don't want to mess it up. It started this. So I picked those 2 songs. He said, which one would you prefer to do? And I said, I like Monday Morning Faith for rude. So I decided to choose Monday Morning Faith, and they wanted to sing with it Oceans, and I was like, maybe we should do a more upbeat song, because the song that I chose is, I feel like Monday Morning Faith is similar to the setup of Oceans. Like, it starts off a little softer and then, you know, it speed up a little bit, but it still takes you into full worship. So I was like, let's do something different. So we had it all planned out. We getting ready. We getting ready. The kids, so our normals, they going over to the corner trying to put out the chairs like normal. Like, they always go over and put the chairs out, and we always put them back up. So Mr. Terrence was telling them, not yet, not yet. And they looked so confused. I was like, oh, I done got them out of their element. They finna be uncomfortable. Then we went into worship, and worship was so nice. I could tell it was a little awkward at first because they're so used to the chairs being there. Though for worship, we normally go up towards the front and stand near the stage. But they had more room to just be spaced out and move if they wanted to move, dance if they wanted to dance. And then after the live song, we started Monday Morning Faith, and before he started it, he said, this is the time where you can spread out, move. If you want to sit down, you can do that. Just worship God in your own way. Worship him the way that you feel that you should worship him. And as the song started playing, I noticed that everybody was on the outskirts of the room, but I also noticed that everyone was in their own form of worship. I saw heads bowed, eyes closed. I saw some people just laying in their lap, some people swaying, moving, and I was like, this is what I want us to explore more of. Like, you could tell this group of kids wasn't used to worshiping and being able to get into a state of worship. The church that I go to, they had this thing, they have children's church, and children's church, the kids up to a certain age go upstairs, and that's their church. So they don't get to be in the service with worship, seeing how this is, seeing people in different elements of worship. So it was really nice for us to do something different than what we're normally used to. And we started moving around the room. Well, I started moving around the room and just worshiping my own way. When I worship, I have to pace and walk, because I just feel like I be needing to walk my praise down sometimes. Everything gotta melt off of me first. Like the worries and frustrations of the day, just, Lord, I need you to remove this. And then I went to full-blown worship. I don't think they was expecting that. The tears started going off. Like, ooh, Lord, have your way, have your way, have your way. Y'all, my little brother gonna be so mad that I'm telling y'all this. My little brother started crying. He was like, oh, I was finna cry. Sir, I saw that tear. I saw the tear. It was like just so nice for the Holy Spirit to be able to move accordingly. And I could really see that the kids were getting into worship. We got the chairs out, we got our Bibles, and we went to Acts. So at the We Are One conference, we were in Acts, and I think we focused on Acts 16. We focused on Acts 16 at the conference, but tonight he did Acts 17. And he really liked the word dangerous. He said, I'm going to borrow that. So as we were going through the whole conference process, the main focus of the conference was dangerous, the word dangerous. And I didn't like it at first. We all went into it like, what does this mean? Like, that is, the word dangerous is not something that I automatically think of when I think I'm going to a youth conference. I think about going to see Jesus. What does dangerous mean? So when it comes to dangerous is really walking and acting in the way and purpose that God has for your life. Not being scared to defend the word. Being able to combat those thoughts of suicide, laziness, those spirits that try to come upon you when you're trying to do better or be in a better place. It gotta go. So being dangerous is being bold in what it is that you believe in. Being bold in your walk with Christ. Being bold enough to say that I'm not doing this no more. I'm not living that lifestyle I used to live. And I'm walking for God, and I'm walking for him with more purpose and intentionally than I used to. Their slogan is keep us dangerous. And that really resonated with me because I had became comfortable in everything that it is that I was doing, whether it's studying my Bible, praying, or worshiping. I had became real comfortable, and this conference reminded me that I need to stay dangerous. I need to stay up on my word. I need to stay on fire for God. I need to stay strengthening my spirit man, because we are constantly under attack. And if I'm not prepared mentally, physically, and everything else, how will I be able to combat these spirits when they come? We spent the remainder of our time speaking about our experiences and stuff like that. And one thing that really stuck out to me when we went to this conference was the fact that these young children were really on fire for God. They're worshiping God. They're being able to pray for one another. I've never seen anything like it. This is something our youth program needs. So we had a good talk, and then in the last 2 minutes our minister asked, is there any questions that you have about what it is that we talked about today, or anything about the word, or anything that you had any questions about, wondering about, anything of the sort. And I raised my hand and I put it down. I was like, I have something, but I'll ask it at the end. It's more so a question that I want the group to think on, like to think on their answer and be able to come back, whether it's next week or the week after, whenever they feel comfortable answering the question, to answer the question. The question that I had was, what is God's role in your life? Or do you know God's role in your life? I wanted to ask this question because my mom had asked me a question similar, and I think she asked me, who is God to me? And when she asked me the question, I answered immediately, and I said, my Father. But it made me think, we're presenting the word to these children. We're trying to help them learn how to worship. We're exploring different things with them, but what if there's someone out there that doesn't know who they're serving? What is God's role in your life? What if they don't know how to answer that question? What if it's something foreign to them, even though they're here and they're hearing the word, they're receiving the word, but they don't really truly know God for God being God? I was like, this is a good question. And it just fit I wasn't even going to ask it tonight, but it just fit the atmosphere so well. And I asked the question, and it was like the room got silent. And then Mr. Terrence, which is our minister, he said, oh, that's a good question. And I saw like the wheels turning in their heads. Like I saw them thinking on this question. I think that that's something that we should explore more when it comes to the younger generation, especially those who are coming to church because their parents are bringing them, or they know of God, but they don't know God. I know in this last year, God's role in my life has become more profound and more evident, and I've been able to say who he is to me. But I know that when I was just going to church because my mama was taking me to church, I wasn't really thinking about who God is to me. I just know that I serve him, and that's really it. But as I began to know him more and get to know his character and things of the sort, I'm realizing that a lot of people don't truly know God until they're older. Though a lot of young people know God, they serve God, they know who they're serving, that's something that's taught. And a lot of people aren't being taught this at home. So that's something that we're going to explore more with our youth ministry. But yeah, that's a recap of our Wednesday night youth ministry. So yeah, guys, that's going to conclude this video. What the YouTube girlies say. Like, comment, and subscribe. Click the little notification bell. And yeah, that's going to wrap us up.